What's going on, guys, and welcome to my top 5 quarterbacks to use in EA Sports College Football 25. Coming in at number 5, we have Noah Fafita out of Arizona. In the 2023, Fafita accounted for 2,800 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions. He was arguably the hottest quarterback in the country at the end of the season as he led the Wildcats to 7 straight victories after stepping in for the injured starter. Fafita is undersized at just 5'11", but he's an absolute athlete. He compares closely to some of the quarterbacks that will appear later on in this list as someone who can beat you with both his arms and his legs. Arizona also returns their leading receiver in Tatoira Milan, which means Fafita will have a highly rated receiver to throw to in the game. The big question for Fafita and users will be just what the new offensive system with Brett Brenneman looks like. Coming in at number 4, we have USF quarterback Byrum Brown. Brown finished 2023 with 3,200 passing yards, 26 passing touchdowns, and over 800 rushing yards to go with 11 rushing touchdowns. Brown burst onto the scene as an on-field catalyst for USF's historic turnaround, going from an 11-1 season to bowl eligibility. He established a bowl single-season record with his passing yards while adding the 800 rushing yards to finish 7th in the FBS in total yards. Brown's biggest asset will be his legs and the level of competition he plays against. When it comes to a quarterback that could put up huge numbers in a Dynasty Mode, Brown is one of the best with his combination of athleticism and talent around him compared to those he will be playing. Number 3 on this list is Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart. Dart finished 2023 with over 3,300 passing yards, 23 passing touchdowns, and 8 rushing touchdowns. Expectations for Ole Miss are soaring heading into 2024, and it all starts with Jackson Dart. Dart's most appealing asset in the game may just be the offense he plays in, powered by Lane Kiffin. Dart also returns 3 of his top receivers in Trey Harris and Jordan Watkins, along with tight end Caden Prescorn, all of whom should be viable weapons when the game drops with nice ratings. Dart has the arm and the legs to make plays while having some really talented players around him. Before we get to number 2, let me unveil my most underrated quarterback for EA Sports College Football 25. My pick here is Malik Murphy. The Texas transfer will be playing for Duke in-game. Murphy is a 6'5", 235-pound mountain of a QB. He doesn't have much game tape and probably won't be rated too favorably when the game drops, but he'll have the physical tools. His arm has been described as a cannon and a rocket launcher, and he should be a very fun quarterback to build along with the rest of the Duke team as we get into EA Sports College Football 25. Coming in at number 2 on the list is Alabama quarterback Jalen Milroe. Milroe ended 2023 with over 28 yards passing, over 35 total touchdowns, and over 500 yards rushing. Milroe is one of the most interesting cases on this list. When he was benched following Alabama's Week 2 loss to Texas, very few, if anyone, expected him to end the season on the hot streak he did. But he responded well to the setback and developed his downfield passing along with improving his sense of pressure and when to use his legs to extend the play. All of this helped the Tide to the SEC championship and a college football playoff appearance. On top of his athleticism, Milroe's biggest benefit will be Kalen DeBoer's system that turned Michael Penix into a top quarterback last year. The RPO-heavy system will be tough to stop in-game with a quarterback of Milroe's athleticism. He may just be the most well-rounded dual-threat quarterback in the game and may be the top quarterback in EA Sports College Football 25. Coming in at number 1 on this list is Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers. Ewers ended 2023 with almost 3,500 passing yards, 69% completion, and 22 touchdowns. Ewers helped guide the Longhorns to a 12-2 record and a berth in the college football playoff. Now, Texas is losing its top 2 receivers, Xavier Worthy and Adonai Mitchell, to the NFL, along with tight end Jatavian Sanders. But the staff brought in Alabama's Isaiah Bond and Oregon State's Silas Bolden to help fill those voids and give Ewers more players on the outside to throw to. Ewers and the Longhorns will face a tough schedule in 2024 with the likes of Michigan, Oklahoma, and Georgia, along with the rest of an SEC slate. Add in that Ewers is no slouch with his legs, and you have a quarterback that could be unstoppable in game. Ewers has the ability, the talent around him, and Sark's high-powered offense to propel him in-game. The biggest question for users looking to take advantage of Ewers in Dynasty Mode is just going to be the SEC schedule. All of this is why I think Quinn Ewers is my top quarterback for EA Sports College Football 2025.